BLSP stock update, Blue Sphere Corp stock. So what is the difference between a shareholder and a beneficial owner? As a shareholder of a public company, you may hold shares directly or indirectly. A registered owner or record holder holds shares directly with the company. A beneficial owner holds shares indirectly through a broker or a bank. So most of us watching this video are also registered or record holders of BLSP stock and also beneficial owners of BLSP stock. So this is just to emphasize, this is just as it concerns our bid to get the shareholder record up to 300 and more, and I believe we may have reached that, and you all know very well that on the 23rd of September, suddenly, the price of BLSP stock spiked. I think it reached up to 100%, but I know it closed that session at a 50% gain. It spiked, and it was almost like, oh my goodness, it's working, and they have maybe something has happened, well, all in all, it was positive. It's good, and we all know that a few brokerages allowed buy transactions, yes, and that includes Charles Schwab. I'm sure a lot of us may have sensed that this platform, Charles Schwab, they have nothing against BLSP stock. They really have nothing against it. They may have restricted buying, possibly because others have done so, and so as not to fall foul with the directive to restrict buy transactions. Okay, so today is the 27th of September. Tomorrow is the 28th. The much talked about 28th of September. And we all know as well that many brokerages have been preparing for this 28th of September, and many of them have been informing us, their clients, about concerns of the various stocks that the amendment will affect. So, but up till now, we have not seen any email, any directive, any from Charles Schwab, which is largely the only broker we use, telling us anything about BLSP stock being affected or being delisted or anything like that. So there's every chance, like I've been indicating in the past, that there's this stock may still be around come to September 28th, and who knows, the company may have gotten the memo that we may have even superseded that 30% shareholders of record, and maybe they have started to prepare things. But well, yes, I know some just put that 23rd of September event of buying event that occurred as down to a glitch. But I mean, how would they? I mean, they never told anybody about it, and how did I even come across? Well, people may have just been trying and they found out the others were going through. But yeah, and yes, indeed, a lot of us are constantly watching Blue Sphere stock, and they may have seen what was going through, and they probably thought, yes, some people are seriously buying. I mean, let's check whether we can go through. But we also checked that whether we could go through. We couldn't. It wasn't going through anymore. But it wasn't as bad as it was before. I mean, it looked like things had changed in the buying transaction. Yeah, So, but in any case, yes, we just have this feeling that yes, maybe the company will have to comply, and at the same time as well, sometimes there may be some other rule, some other interpretation of this rule that they may be relying on. We just hope that that is not the case. We just hope that something positive is going to come out. They are going to do something about it. And I think also that we have already seen that we were able to buy. Some of us were able to buy the shares at some point. you know, that maybe some of the platforms will just, you know, lift all the restrictions and people will continue to buy. You know, I mean, we're not going to talk about whether. I mean, we all know very well that Blue Sphere Corp didn't. I mean, they follow the provisions of the law to be where they are, and there's really no reason to buy. I'm sorry, to prevent people from buying the stock. You know, because indeed, yes, okay, yes, indeed, they can always be restricted, and they can also always be allowed. You know, so all in all, that's how things are at the moment. So the stock closed at $0.001, a retracement of 16.67% in the session of the 24th of September 2021. So we have a position in BLSP stock, so it's important that we know that to you. So moving down here, we can see over the last 14 sessions, the stock has retraced and fallen into oversold territory, even though it ran up that extension on the 23rd. It hasn't changed anything yet. So it says it appears to be improving within a longer term upwards trend. Okay, although it's presently below its 200-day moving average. That moving average is rising. I know it sounds foolish to say that due to prior gains in BLSP shares. Additionally, the MACD histogram, which used to measure near-term trend, is above zero. Okay, it's lagging the S&P 500 definitely. So, okay, near-term trend is above zero, maybe because of what that 100% or more increase it ran up on the 23rd. Okay, the momentum for BLSP stock is strongly bearish, no doubt. We showed you that based on this 14-period slow stochastic oscillators, definitely bearish. Yeah. Okay, it's the 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is below 20, the level which many analysts call oversold. This means that investors have been actively selling shares at a level that is unsustainable in the long run. Okay, but the volume based on the unbalanced volume indicator is bullish. The slope of the indicator is positive and suggests that buyers are presently more active than sellers. That definitely has something to do with that 23rd of September spike. Okay, so we can also see that the volatility stands at 585.42%. I think this is also largely down to the fact that even though we're seeing some transactions, but all in all, over the last 10 trading sessions, not also including that of the 23rd, there may have been this number of shares, among other things, number of participants, number of people getting involved in the transactions, or rather the volume of shares relative to what the float is. What the float is probably not as much. That may be why we are seeing. I mean, because when you have that, then you have you definitely have volatility. You can see what the volumes are saying. 12.39 million. These are very small. So when you have this sort of volumes, on a regular basis, on an average basis, or even on a daily basis, that sort of the volatility will definitely be high relative to what the float is. So that's what is behind, amongst other things, what is behind this 595.42% volatility. So we'll continue to update you. We'll try our best to bring you more updates, at least up to two updates within the week. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video.